Well, here we are underneath the Lincoln Navigator, um, doing the rear diff oil. Now, this is a very simple process, and I'm sure most of you would know how to do it anyway. But just a little tint and hip. Always make sure, whenever you're about to drain a fluid, that you can refill it. And on this particular case, what I've done is I've checked that the fill plug there will come undone, because there's nothing worse than draining and then not being able to fill up. That would be a total disaster. Okay, so that's the fill and level plug up there. This here, where the wrench is attached, that is the drain plug. What I will now do is I will just undo the drain plug and drain the oil out. Then once that's done, fill it up to that level. Now, the owner of this vehicle did buy the differential gasket, but I see no need to take the cover off and replace the gasket, which will only possibly introduce a leak. This, as you can see at the moment, is perfectly dry, and let's not be silly. And also, he can return the gasket and get his money back. So this is the way to do it, guys. Don't waste customers or your money. Right, let's get it drained. Now, as can be seen, that oil is perfectly good. However, once you've drained it, you do have to replace it. Doesn't do any harm, but that oil is in great condition, still got good colour in it. So that's good. One other thing I probably didn't mention is that when you're fitting in your wrench, and it's a 3/8 wrench, make sure you push in the little square shaft, push it in deep, otherwise you'll end up burring and breaking things. Alright, that's it. I mean, what more can I show you? I could show you me filling it, which is rather pointless. So once that's finished draining, and I'm going to let that drain now for probably about an hour because it's pretty thick oil. So once that is finished draining, then I will fill it up. I'll put the drain plug back in and fill it up and bring it back up to the correct level. That's it. I know, that's a very short video, isn't it? Sorry about that. Well, hang on, let's finish off with that steering one that I was working on. Now, as previously mentioned, I'm also just going to quickly change the brake fluid reservoir's fluid. And if you look at this jar, this is I'm just dumping the fluid. Yeah, it was better where it was, I guess, like that. Can you see the difference there in that colour? This should be an indication to you all. Now, this is stuff I'm throwing away, so it doesn't matter. The bottom is brake fluid, the top is transmission fluid or the steering fluid. So don't think they're all the same, they're not. Note how these two do not play nice together. See? You learn something every day. And that means that when I fill this reservoir up, I must make sure I don't contaminate it with steering fluid and vice versa. Kind of hard for me to show this in the jar, but I have drained and refilled the steering fluid reservoir approximately 6 to 8 times. Lost count. As you can see now, the fluid is nice and clear. Unfortunately, when you get it in the syringe, it was a little dense, but you can see here in the tube and in the nose of the syringe how clear it is. There's no contamination. That's great. So we've succeeded there. Now we've got to refill the rear differential. This is going to be awkward to show. This is the bottle, and this is my special adapter for pumping gear oil in. It has a locking cap on it. If I can demonstrate. See? So that's open and that's closed. That helps you get the fluid in. And sorry, there's a bug here. It is designed to fit. Go away, I don't love you. Over this. And let's pump it in, and then I'll show you how to achieve the level, which I'm sure, sorry, bug again, you already. Okay, as you can see, the oil is pouring out. I'll leave that now for a little while, and I'm on level ground, and I will let it set to the correct level before putting in the drain plug. I don't know if it would be a big issue, in all honesty, if you overfilled it slightly, and I mean slightly, but I like to try and get it as close as I can to the appropriate level. After I've let this dribble for a little bit, I will then put in the filler plug. Drain plug is already in. Give it a damn good clean with some brake cleaner. One, because I don't like leaving a customer's car in a mess, and two, so that I can see in the future if there are any leak issues. Okay, as always guys, thank you for watching. Now get out in the garage and do some shit. Oh, by the way, if I sound rather strange at the moment, it's because I'm stuck underneath the Navigator, lying on my back recording this. Such fun. Get in the garage, do some shit.